Yo, 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 what's poppin'? I'm back for another video. It's been a minute. So, today I kind of want to talk about procrastination and how procrastination shows its face in different layers. So, this is going to be part one of my procrastination video. I believe I'm going to name it Procrastination is Instant Gratification. Procrastination is instant gratification. I got some notes here, so I'm gonna try to stay on board because I can go on rants every now and then. So procrastination is instant gratification. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna express to you a certain practical exercise or tip or technique, however you wanna use it, that you can apply to procrastination to kind of help you get through the different layers of procrastination. So the tip or the technique or the how-to, the practical exercise that you can utilize is called mind, body, and spirit technique. So let's just kind of start with the basics of kind of opening up this discussion. Procrastination is instant gratification. What do I mean by that? I mean that think about your mind, right? I want you to think about your mind like a village full of people. And in that village full of people, every person is a thought. And every thought or village person has a particular desire. They have something they want to do, which kind of manifests into a type of urge that you have. So instant gratification is an urge that you have that you want to fulfill right there in the moment. So when you get more into meditation, being a meditator, you understand that you are becoming an observer of your thoughts. It's this not about emptying your mind. It's about being an observer of your thoughts and realizing in that moment that you are not your thoughts. So when you observe your thoughts through meditation, you'll notice that your thoughts, for me personally anyway, you'll notice that your thoughts are like so strong. Some of them will try to convince you to think about this. And some of them will try to convince you to think about this. And some of them will say, oh, won't you call such and such? Or won't you do this after this? Like, it's just so many thoughts running rampant. It's like village people it's like village people. Your thoughts are like village people running rampant, and some type of emergency, some type of chaos is going on in the village. So they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to pull you in all these different directions. So think about procrastination like that. You'll find yourself procrastinating because, say, for instance, when you're trying to start getting into your studies or anything like that, an urge will happen. You know, for me, instance, when I'm trying to study, someone would text me. You know, I need my phone next to me because I'd be looking at words that I don't know. So I'll pick up my phone and someone will text me, and then instantly I'm looking at the text message just to hurry and get it out the way. Or for instance, I might be studying and a thought. It's a strong thought. Some of these thoughts are strong, some of them are not. A thought would come up to me and say, hey, won't you call such and such? Has nothing to do with my studies, nothing like that. But my thoughts are telling me to go call such and such just to procrastinate on something I don't want to do. So you got to understand that the way your mind works is that it's on a scale of it is, you know, it's always seeking for pleasure and it's trying to avoid pain or discomfort. So when we know we got to do something that we probably deem this, you know, not comfortable, the ego comes in, the urges come in, the procrastination comes in. So say, for instance, you know you need to study for a test or something, or just say in general, you just know you need to study. By you knowing you have to study, in the back of your mind, you like low-key doing things to kind of build yourself up to the studying when you just need to go ahead and study. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever it is that we deem that is not pleasurable based on what our mind tells us, then we take our time just to get to that thing that we know we don't want to do. It's kind of like the concept of going to the gym. Most people know they need to go to the gym, but they take forever to get to the gym because they really don't want to go to the gym, right? So procrastination is instant gratification. So whenever you are feeding a particular urge, then you could think to yourself, is this, or let's leave it at that. If you're feeding a particular urge in that moment that's instant, that is completely opposite of whatever that you need to do in that moment, know that you're potentially about to procrastinate or you're procrastinating, right? So just to kind of give you a ballpark understanding. Procrastination is instant gratification. That's it. That's what it is. It's more nuances to it, which I plan on getting more throughout the rest of the videos, but kind of get the basic understanding of that. Especially, like I said, get to meditation, you'll notice it instantly. Or you just think about your life in general. And every time you're trying to push yourself to do something, it's like your mind's like, all right, we're going to get to it. And you find yourself on the phone for 30 minutes. You find yourself going to the store. You find yourself on social media, doing all these different things rather than just cutting it out and going straight to the point. Because the mind wants to be in a pleasurable state. It just wants to relax. It doesn't like discomfort. So it's always seeking for pleasure, right? So the technique that I want to express is called mind, body, and spirit. So it's kind of how it works. It works in layers. So you can kind of utilize this technique and apply it to yourself and to kind of identify what part of yourself is causing this procrastination. So let's start with the mind first. You get an idea, right? You get an idea in your mind. Say, for instance, you tell yourself, you know what? I want to start working out. I want to start getting to fitness and health. That's an idea. Simple. That's a simple idea. Great idea. Motherfucker, go work out. I say do it right now. Great idea. It's an idea. That's all it is, though. That's all it is. It's just an idea. We all know ideas don't manifest just sitting in your head. So to a lot of Piscean people who have a lot of Piscean energy, you have to stop fantasizing. All you're doing is dream. You're in a dream all day. You're visualizing all these things, but, envisioning all these things, they will never manifest just sitting in here. So you got the idea of wanting to work out. It's in your mind. The next layer or the next step to making that manifestation is what everyone knows. You have to apply action to it. So mind, body, utilizing your hands, you're utilizing this physical vessel, you're utilizing your legs, you're utilizing every part of yourself to make this a reality. That's part of the reason why you have a physical vessel in the first place. Utilize your physical vessel and this physical existence to create your physical reality along with your mind, body, and spirit. So let's backtrack. You got the idea in your mind. The next step is to transfer it to your physical vessel. Transfer it to your physical body. Apply some action. Be practical, right? Be grounded in the things that you say you want to do. You cannot manifest by just simply thinking all day. It just doesn't work that way. You have to apply action, right? So mind, body, that's the second layer, which is the body. The first layer, the mind. Second body is, the first layer is the mind. The second layer is the body, or, utilizing your hands, the physical apparatus that you have. Excuse me. The third step, because it's like you're kind of doing like a self-evaluation thing. You got your mind right, you got your body right, but something might be off. The third step is spirit. The third step is emotions. So say, for instance, mentally, you got the idea that you want to go to the gym. You got the willpower. It's there, but it's something that's still stopping you from going to the gym. That's when you need to check your spirit. And what I mean by checking your spirit, I'm going to keep it as far as in a holistic perspective, but let's just say your emotions. Check your emotions, because your emotions is probably what's causing you not to get up and go to the gym, right? So ask yourself the goal that you have in mind, which is to go to the gym and start working out and being fit and get into health and fitness. Ask yourself, when that emotions come up, that emotion that you feel like, I don't want to go to the gym, ask yourself why you don't want to go to the gym. Because your emotions are emotional compass. It's going to point you in a direction that you should pay attention to, or you should shy away from. So ask yourself, if you get a feeling waking up early in the morning, it's 6 in the morning, you got to go to the gym. And you laid up in bed, and you just like, I just don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to go to. Ask yourself, because you already got the thought that you need to go work out. You got in your mind that this is what you want to do. You already got the willpower to do it, but your emotions are keeping you stagnant. Your emotions are keeping you where you at. Emotions override intellect. If your emotions overrides intellect, then that influences your whole goddamn reality, because the mind is all. So if your emotions influences your whole being in that moment, then this up here, it don't even matter what's up here. Your emotions is ruling you. Your emotions is going to keep you in bed. So you got to check yourself. Ask yourself, why am I feeling these emotions? Or why you're not motivated? Why you're not inspired to get up? What's influencing you? Ask yourself these questions because you need to check your emotional state. So what I've realized, especially when people have certain goals, right? Certain things that they want to do, the first thing we say is, oh, I just procrastinate a lot. I'm going to get to it. And in reality, we say those things just to kind of, it's kind of like a cop out. We just say those things just so the other person won't be so much on our ass, because he might be a motherfucking, or she may be a motherfucking procrastinator, and they're going to say, oh, I understand. It be like that. And it do be like that. But how many times you going to keep telling yourself, I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it. Like, motherfucker, get to it, or just completely get the shit out your mind. Either you want it or you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you're going through, say, trying to get to a certain point, a certain goal that you're trying to reach, rather than, because there's so many ways you can reach your goals, but say in a holistic perspective, which is mind, body, and spirit, you get the thought first. Then once you get the thought, it's like anything, you apply action to it. You use your physical apparatus to get that result, to manifest that, what it is that you want to manifest. And really to be honest with you, most people can probably just use those two levels, the mind and the physical body, which I know people do that. Some people eliminate. When you think about the Capricorn energy, right? The Capricorn energy is all about hard work. So they're very practical. So, like, they're not going to be so much into the whole spiritual aspects and the whole emotional aspects. They're just going to do what the fuck they got to do. So some people, that works for them. That's the formula. You ask people, how you became so successful. Man, I know. I said I wanted to do it. I thought about it, and I went and did it. They're not going to be having all this metaphysical, spiritual shit and aspects of it. They're just going to do it. But for people who say more in tune with their spirit, they need something that really pulls them to what it is that they say they want to do. Because if they're not feeling it, they're not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the spiritual aspects comes into it. That's when the emotional aspects come into it. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, if it's not my truth, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to use all three layers, all three levels to really be like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But for other people, they just might need two layers, which is the mind and the body, or the mind and the hands, or the mind and the physical, physical apparatus. So with that being said, whenever you have something, like I said, something in mind that you want to do for yourself, utilize this technique and check yourself. Do a self-evaluation. See what layer or level that you feel that you are stagnant in. You might not even get past this level. You might say you want to do something, but you haven't even made a decision yet. You're just thinking about it. Because that's two different things. You could think all day, but have you made a decision that this is what you really want to do? Because it takes commitment. You have to be committed in what it is that you say you want to do. So say you get past this level. You know what I'm saying? But then you might not get past this level. You might not have the willpower. You might not have the consistency. You might not have the determination. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have the vision to continue to do it. So you got to ask yourself, how do you develop willpower? Willpower is just a muscle. That's all it is. It's just a muscle like anything else that you put into practice. Just keep it at that level. So if it's a muscle, then how do you make a muscle stronger? By constantly working it out. So a great way to, let's just real small example of you exercising your willpower is, say for instance, you got to go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you know that you hate getting up early in the morning. Wake up at, say, 5:30 in the morning. That's going to exercise your willpower because you're doing something that you don't want to do. So you can find this in anything in your life, something that you resist. Apply willpower to it. It's going to start to build it up. And willpower has a momentum to it. The more you keep doing it, the more it becomes easy to more, and eventually becomes integrated to the point where you don't got to worry about it no more. But you got to build a momentum up. In the beginning, it's always hard. It's supposed to be hard in the beginning because you got to ask yourself, question yourself, continue to do the things that you say you want to do. In the beginning, it's going to be hard, but the more that you keep doing it, it's like blocks. You're just building it up, and it becomes a momentum. It becomes a momentum. After that, that's a wrap. They can't stop you. So this is a self-evaluation tool or technique that you can utilize whenever you're asking yourself why you're procrastinating or why you're just simply not doing the things you want to do. Go through these layers: the mind, the body, the spirit, or the mind, the spirit, the body, however you want to look at it. But the mind, you have to have that thought. You got to have it in here first, and you got to be serious about it. Ask yourself, are you committed to working out for 3 months? Are you committed to working out for 6 months? Are you committed for working out for 12 months, depending on if you're obese? But you got to make the decision first. Then you can get to the second layers and start working on those things. Reach out to people to help you with your motivation. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's spiritual based, reach out to somebody who's spiritual based to you, someone who's a spiritual advisor, or someone who helps or does counseling or helps people out with their insecurities and the things that prevents them from, just being successful in life or just being a doer in life. Because some people, you find some people in the world who don't have no drive, don't have no internal drive, no get up about them. And that comes from a lot of emotions, a lot of trauma, things that just hindering them from want to live their life. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm ending off with that. This is part 1. Like I said, procrastination is instant gratification. Keep that in mind. So anytime that you're, potentially procrastinating or about to procrastinate, pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to the little things that you're doing, because it's these small urges that turn into big, time fillers or time gaps. You go on Instagram, you just like, I'm just going there just for like 2 minutes, do some scrolling. You find you on that motherfucker for like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And you both have been study. You both have been went to the gym. You end up, yeah, shorty, nice. Double click that. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You liking everything. That's an urge. I'm telling you, that's an urge. That's an urge. You got, if you know you can't take control of that phone, you need to put that phone away, because you're going to have your moments. Now, don't get me wrong. If you got, and I'm speaking in terms of study, because I study a lot. Take study breaks. That's when you go on the phone, but don't keep the phone near you, because it's going to distract you. So anywho, if you're in the New Orleans area and you'd like to do any type of work with me, you can reach me at www.touchedbyjoshuatree.com. I got to put my little commercial out. You know what I'm saying? touchedbyjoshuatree.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at touchedbyjoshuatree. And just reach out to me. I do spiritual consultations. I do Reiki sessions. I am a holistic nutritionist, and I'm also an astrologer. I'm many things, but I'm just going to name that. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.